Welcome to Paano Matuto Mag-English 101. Gusto mo bang mabilis matuto ng English? Isa sa mga dapat mong taglayin ay ang kaalaman sa mga English vocabulary. Araw-araw dapat nadaragdagan ang mga nalalaman mong mga salita sa English, pero hindi sapat na mga simple words lang ang dapat nating aralin. Kasi napapansin mo ba na may mga Tagalog phrases na napakahirap i-translate sa English? Ang dahilan kasi nito guys, mostly sa mga English native speakers ay gumagamit ng mga phrasal verbs and idiomatic expressions. Yan ang pinaka-sikreto na hindi alam ng marami. Kaya sa video na ito guys, pag-aralan natin yung mga gamitin ng mga idiomatic expressions and phrasal verbs na gamitin in daily conversations. Bago natin umpisahan ang ating video, guys, huwag sana natin kalimutan na mag-like at mag-comment. Sa pamamagitan nito guys, patuloy ninyong nasusuportahan ang aking channel. At ngayon pa lang guys, nagpapasalamat na ako sa inyo. English Tagalog Translation 101. According to Cambridge Dictionary, ang phrase na easier said than done is an idiomatic expression. It is said when something seems like a good idea but would be difficult to do. So, just for example guys, it's easier said than done. Sa Tagalog nito ay madaling sabihin, mahirap gawin. It was a long time ago. It was a long time ago. Matagal na yun. Ang phrasal verb na kambay ay isang intransitive verb na nangangahulugang to make a visit or in Tagalog, bumisita. Just for example, I just wanted to come by and give you the good news. I just wanted to come by and give you the good news. Sa Tagalog, gusto ko lang na bumisita at ihatid ang magandang balita. You did the right thing. I'm so proud of you. Ginawa mo kung ano ang tama. Natutuwa ko sa iyo. The real winner of the singing contest is none other than Stephen. Ang totoong panalo sa singing contest ay walang iba kundi si Stephen. Yung phrasal verb na take it out on means to behave in an unpleasant way towards someone because you feel angry, disappointed, etc. although it is not their fault. Kaya kapag sinabing, don't take it out on me. Don't take it out on me. Sa Tagalog, wag mo kong pagbuntungan ng galit mo. Wag mo kong pagbuntungan ng galit mo. Yung phrase na mark my words is an idiomatic expression which used to tell someone to listen to and remember what one is saying. Just for example, mark my words. You're going to regret slapping me. Mark my words. You're going to regret slapping me. Tandaan mo itong sasabihin ko. Pagsisisihan mo ang pagsampal sa akin. Ang phrasal verb na stay out of or stay out of something means to not become involved in an argument or discussion. Ang katumbas sa Tagalog nito ay wag makialam. Stay out of this, David. It's not your concern. Stay out of this, David. It's not your concern. Huwag kang makialam dito, David. Wala kang kinalaman dito. Ang nowhere to be found ay isang idiom na ang ibig sabihin ay unable to be found or lost. Ang katumbas sa Tagalog ng nowhere to be found ay hindi makita or hindi mahanap. I went around the whole house looking for my wife, but she was nowhere to be found. I went around the whole house looking for my wife, but she was nowhere to be found. Nilibot ko buong bahay sa paghahanap sa aking asawa, pero hindi siya mahanap. I have nowhere to go. I have nowhere to go. Wala akong mapuntahan. Or wala akong mapupuntahan. Kapag sinabi naman na I have nowhere else to go, wala akong ibang mapupuntahan. Sa madaling salita, wala na akong mapupuntahan pa. You have nowhere to hide. You have nowhere to hide. Wala kang mapagtataguan. I have so much work to do tonight. I have so much work to do tonight. Marami akong gagawin mamayang gabi. Marami akong gagawin mamayang gabi. According to Collins Dictionary, if you describe a person, place, or thing as unsavory, you mean that you find them unpleasant or morally unacceptable. There are a lot of unsavory characters. Can I walk you to the bus stop? There are a lot of unsavory characters. Can I walk you to the bus stop? Maraming masasamang loob. Pwede ba kitang ihatid sa sakayan ng bus? This idiom is used when you don't want to reveal the source of your information. So, ginagamit ang idiom na a little bird told me kapag meron kang sasabihin sa isang tao na isang information na nalaman mo rin sa ibang tao pero ayaw mong sabihin kung sino yung nagsabi nun. I'm not supposed to know this, but a little bird told me I'm getting a promotion. I'm not supposed to know this, but a little bird told me I'm getting a promotion. Hindi ko dapat ito malaman pero may nagsabi sa akin na makakatanggap ako ng promotion. How can you say this in English? Mas magandang umalis na ako. Mahirap na. O kaya ang ibig mong sabihin ay ganito. Mas magandang umalis na ako bago ako mapasama. In English, I better get going before I get into trouble. I better get going before I get into trouble. According to Collins Dictionary, if you leave someone or something out of an activity, collection, discussion, or group, you do not include them in it. Ibig sabihin ginagamit ang phrasal verb na leave out kapag yung isang tao o anumang bagay ay hindi isinama sa anumang activity, collection, discussion, or group. Halimbawa, may dalawang nagsasagutan, tapos sabi ni A, as if you could afford anything without your dad's money. Para naman kayang-kaya mo na bumili ng kahit na anong bagay nang wala ang pera ng tatay mo. Tapos sabi naman ni B, leave my dad out of this. Leave my dad out of this. Huwag mong idamay dito ang tatay ko. So, in this context, guys, ang ibig sabihin ng phrasal verb na leave out ay huwag idamay. Are you kidding me? Binibiro mo ba ako? You're joking. You're joking. Nagbibiro ka lang. Does it look like I'm joking? Does it look like I'm joking? Mukha ba akong nagbibiro? I feel lousy. I'm going home now. I feel lousy. I'm going home now. Ang sama ng pakiramdam ko. Uuwi na ako ngayon. I am a lousy husband. I am a lousy husband. Ang sama kong asawa. Sa tingin ko ay ito ang pinakamagandang nangyari sa akin. I think it's the best thing that has ever happened to me. I think it's the best thing that has ever happened to me. I'm really happy to hear that. I'm really happy to hear that. Natutuwa ako na marinig yan. I'd be honored to have a friend like you. I'd be honored to have a friend like you. Isang karangalan para sa akin na magkaroon ng kaibigang tulad mo. Turn a blind eye is an idiomatic expression which means to ignore something that you know is wrong. And according to Collins Dictionary, if you say that someone is turning a blind eye to something bad or illegal that is happening, you mean that you think they are pretending not to notice that it is happening so that they will not have to do anything about it. Ang katumbas nito sa Tagalog, guys, yung to turn a blind eye ay magbulag-bulagan. So, just for example, she turns a blind eye to the truth. She turns a blind eye to the truth. Siya ay nagbulag-bulagan sa katotohanan. Imagine, guys, na may dalawang tao na nag-uusap. At sa pag-uusap nila, yung isang tao medyo naiinis na at ayaw niyang sumang-ayon sa sinasabi ng isa. Para matapos na ang usapang iyon, sinasabi na lang niya na, this conversation is over. This conversation is over. Ibig sabihin, tapos na ang usapang ito. You won't believe me anyway. You won't believe me anyway. Hindi ka rin naman maniniwala sa akin. I don't want to cause any trouble. It means that ayoko ng gulo or ayoko maging dahilan ng gulo. I don't want to cause any trouble. Cannot afford is an idiomatic expression, and according to Cambridge Dictionary, if you cannot afford to do something, you must not do it because it would cause serious problems for you. Just for example, I can't afford to lose my job. I can't afford to lose my job. It means that hindi ko kayang mawalan ng trabaho. Play along is a phrasal verb, and according to Cambridge Dictionary, it means that to do what someone asks you to do for a limited period of time. Ang katumbas nito sa Tagalog ay makiayon. Just for example, imaginein mo guys, si Jenny, dinala niya sa bahay si David. Tapos, bigla-bigla nagdesisyon si Jenny na kunwari mag-boyfriend sila ni David. Pero sa totoo naman, hindi naman talaga sila mag-boyfriend. Para lang maipakita sa mga magulang niya na meron na siyang boyfriend. Si Jenny, pwede niyang sabihan si David ng ganito. David, just play along, okay? In Tagalog, David, basta makiayon ka lang, okay? Mula sa mga English movies na napapanood natin, marahil ay narinig na natin ang idiomatic expression na ito, thanks a million. Thanks a million, na mostly ginagamit sa mga informal situations na ang ibig sabihin ay thank you very much. Thanks a million for your kindness. Thanks a million for your kindness. Maraming salamat sa kabutihan mo. Well, that would be all guys. Sa mga hindi pa po nagsasubscribe, please subscribe to my channel. And please don't forget to like and comment. Thanks a million guys. Until next time.